Jakku does not remember, but he also hails from the town of Lothran. He left Lothran a little bit ago, seeking out a way to acquire some higher power, to acquire things for himself more easily. Upon going out and looking for this power, he met everyone's favorite man, Cthulhu. Cthulhu promised him power, and Jakku accepted this. In exchange, Cthulhu wiped his memories and made his only motivation to spread madness throughout the world. He himself is not quite sane anymore and has convinced himself and Jack and nobody else that he is actually a vampire.
I'm Dargo the Bard. I'm a half-elf hailing from Elandros, a port city in the Sand Nations far to the south of the frontier town where we have been. I'm a bard specializing in the College of Whispers. I was a member of the Digidiri for some time in the port city of Elandros. We specialized in espionage and assassinations and in extortion, strong arm. If you needed information or if you need somebody killed, you came to us and we took care of it discreetly without any questions asked. I fled the port city of Elandros when a hit had gone bad. The city politicians had discovered my coven, and I fled for fear of my life to the north where no one knew who I was or had heard of my order or my city. Dargo was motivated pretty much for self, not really looking out for anybody else, just enjoying the madness of the world around him.
Jack Hemlock is a 28-year-old male human ranger. He wears simple leather armor and carries with him his full-sized fire axe wherever he goes. He comes from a simple upbringing on the outskirts of a backwoods town he and his mother were kicked out of. Raised in the woods, he learned to become self-sufficient at an early age. He helped his hometown with their bigger problems, and one of those problems led him through a portal into this mysterious new world. Here he's met many new people and creatures, some nice and some not so nice. He only seeks one thing above all else. He just wants to go home.
Arilla Dulabavor is a 25-year-old half-elf sorceress with a bit of divinity in her lineage. Hailing from the town of Lothran, her current quest is to find her best friend Nalvier. But when Lothran threatens to fall into chaos, she must put her quest on hold and help Lothran. But all she can think of is trying to get back to her best friend Nalvier.
Picking up last week with a very brief intro, the party was detained and they're waiting on judgment from the king and queen of the Amber Hold. And deciding on judgment from them will determine if they are released or released peacefully or permanently kicked out of the capital. As it was, Jakku had ran. Arilla and Dargo, as well as Jack, were all captured and questioned, with Jack being the only one that fell to the zone of truth. So, picking up from there, I believe Jakku went back to the tavern, which Jack informed the Royal Guard where Jakku would be. And Arilla, Dargo, and Jack were left in the castle. Before we pick up from there, did anyone want to do anything or have any comments to say?
We were good.
Take mercy on us, DM.
That'll be fine.
I'm in a good mood. There may be mercy.
I'm gonna jazz hands.
Okay.
Do the
jazz
cuffs make it more difficult?
You jazz hands, and the one guard stares at you. I hate jazz. Roll initiative. No.
Well, that's your problem, you uncultured swine.
Oh, who is this swine here?
Oh god, they're Nazis.
Alright, so.
Well, now I don't feel nearly as bad about killing them.
You should have killed them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn, guys. What were we doing? We were in a Nazi ball. We
Yeah,
only
we-
killed
we-
2?
We did this entirely wrong. Can we just get a redo? Can we go back to like a save point?
Okay, retconning to
Let
the
me go
night
meditate.
before.
I'll come back and blow everything up.
Yeah. Now
Rick.
knowing what we know, everything's gonna die.
Retconning to the night of the gala. Jack mysteriously disappearing off to kill more guards. What would you three like to do?
Well, I escaped, so I'm separate, correct? Or did
That
I
is-
get like just? Or are we just saying I got caught there and brought
You
back?
went to the tavern, so we'll get to that in a second. But pretty much, you weren't caught. They just know where you are, and they're sending people on their way to pick you up. Right now, it's more or less a waiting for the king and queen of the Amber Hold to determine if you guys were important enough to them to use their influence to free, or
I'll be fine. I still have my 2 racial spells. Fairy, fire, and darkness.
hello darkness, my old friend.
Time to figure out how you beat an entire city's guard with 1 use of fire, fairy, fire, and darkness each.
But unlimited
Aren't those
Eldritch Blast.
both concentration spells too?
Yep.
Hey, at least we're not getting into their other racial trait of levitate.
Yeah.
So
I had fun with levitate on Sunday in my game because I was levitating and trying to run around. But someone didn't drop concentration on it. So I was just stuck fighting a dragon and running like I'm in a cartoon.
I'm imagining Greg all over again for some reason.
Smarter than Greg. He's a fighter bard.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
He used to be a gladiator.
Very
And he just pulled a magic sword out of the base of a dragon's skull. And then fought a brontosaurus, who then turned into a druid who's what, like level 17?
That's
Something
right.
like that? Yeah.
Well, that is certainly interesting to say the least.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We're in the middle of a big fight and we ran out of time.
Don't you hate when that happens?
So it's just like everyone's paused in like these really epic moments
I'm
for a week.
I'm imagining like when you play freeze tag as a kid, and
Mhm.
the person or red light, green light, and the dick who's the caller is just not saying green light, or it's like green light, red light immediately. So
Yep.
Anywho, so Jakku, you are at the tavern. Arilla, Dargo. We'll say Jack is just with you. He's just gone in a catatonic state, though. So you two are in the castle. You are being left alone for now, while what you can only assume to be the court wizard, I almost said Chester, goes and speaks with the Lord and Lady of the Amber Hold.
Hmm.
So you are given this time to discuss and deliberate between yourselves, or you can just sit in silence as time flies.
I know what I want to do if I can start going on with my stuff and they can think about what they want to do in the meantime.
Sure. If you already have an idea of what you would like to do, we can definitely do that.
Okay. I'm going to go up to the barkeeper and I'm
Okay.
going to ask how much for a barrel of wine?
Barrel.
Yes.
Like,
How much are your barrels of wine?
alright, typically he would imagine most people who would want a barrel would do like a little few gallon sized hand barrel. So imagine like a 2-gallon jug, that size is what he's going to
Okay.
offering to you.
If he's going to offer me that, I'm going to slam my hand down on the table and get like right up in his face and be like, listen, you don't know what I'm about, son. I need barrels.
Alright, well, for a full barrel, that'll be about 50 gold.
And where do you keep them? I want to see one. I want to sample one.
I can give you a drink from a barrel, but I'm...
Bring me it.
Alright.
I would like a sample. If it is acceptable, I will buy it.
Okay. So he goes in the back, You can hear him. He kind of rolls a barrel out to the door, so you can see him tap the barrel up and pour. He kind of puts it up on a stand, and you see him
Very nice. I like the filigree on the label.
there.
Still just as aggressive, but like,
Thank
now I'm like complimenting it. You're welcome, buddy.
He pours a tankard for you, and it's a very what you're looking for, a wine or ale.
Wine.
Okay, it's a very light. It's a white wine essentially, and it has a very fruity aroma to it. As he offers you this glass.
Okay, I'm gonna down it as quickly as I can.
Okay, you can do so.
Okay. Can I smash the glass? Is it a glass? Or was it like a tankard?
It's not a glass. It's more of a wooden cup. Or it's more of a cup. It's not anything fancy. You're in a bar. They're kind of used to stuff that's cheap, expendable, as things tend to get airborne the later the night goes.
Okay, then I'm just gonna toss the empty cup behind the bar and just like stare daggers at him and be like, that was unacceptable. That was the worst. I hated it.
Well, that's still going to cost you 4 silver.
No, that was a sample. You said it was a sample. I had my sample. It's unacceptable. I am not buying that barrel. Good day, sir. And I'm gonna storm out.
I said good day.
Alright.
He just carried the bartender.
Yeah, he carried the bartender. Alright, I'm surprised you didn't ask to see his manager.
Nope.
Alright, you hear him start blundering and
Those
busting.
barrels cost way too much. I couldn't afford them.
Yeah. You hear him start, like, just, he's not happy with the fact that you just took a glass and drank it, and then threw the cup behind the bar at him, and then stormed out.
I'm gonna look for tall buildings. Like, does it look like there's any buildings I could get to the roof of?
There's not many, sorry about that, there aren't many in... The closer you get to the center of town, or the city, it's more 2-story buildings, and the taller, like, almost like they built up instead of outward. Most places that you see have a storefront on the bottom floor, and then the living quarters on the upper floors. You do know that, or just from the time you've walked around, that there are residential districts closer to the edge where you can find maybe some 1-story buildings, or that awkward between 1 and 2-story buildings.
Holy rip.
What?
I know polymorph.
Nice,
Sorry,
dude.
just totally off the side.
Yeah, but awesome.
You
And
just
dimension door as well.
oh god.
No.
Carry on.
Okay. I'm gonna look for like an alleyway to just like hide in. If there's like a dumpster or something, I'll hide in that.
Okay, that's easy enough to do. It's not hard to find dumpsters in the city or garbage areas that they kind of just throw their trash or food scraps while they wait for, either to just take it out to the woods to get rid of it, or however they dispose in this city. But you can find a couple of rubbish heaps and just kind of sit there.
Okay. I'm gonna find a nice deep one. I'm gonna like burrow down in there, really bury myself in it.
Really getting immersed in your work here. I see. All right.
Yes. And then I'm going to meditate.
Okay, you can do so. Make me a Constitution check.
In the garbage.
Yes, in the garbage.
Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Check. Constitution. 15.
The smell starts getting to you after a while, but the smell gets to you after a while, but you're able to just finish your meditation. And It's not any peaceful or restful meditation, but it's enough for you to get your slots back.
Yay.
So, it's just that you're sitting in a compost heap essentially. So it's that
Yep.
rotting smell. So, alright. So with that, we go back to Dargo and Arilla. It's about at this time that the court wizard does come back. And he's looking a little bit more somber now, as he does motion for the guards to just bring you along with him. As you are led back into the main throne room. It's cleared out now. There is no sign of guests. There's no sign of tables, chairs, anything. It is more of it's just normal regal appearance. As you do see the king and queen of the capital sitting on their chairs with the lord and lady of the Amber Hold, sitting or standing more or less off the slight raised platform that they're on. It's 2 or 3 steps up to where the thrones are, and they're kind of just standing there off to the one side, looking at you in a bit of a disapproving look, but they don't say anything as you are led before them. Shaku, make a stealth check, by the way. Sorry about that.
All good.
Alright, Marilla, what were you going to say?
That would be a nat 20.
Oh, nice. Okay.
God.
You become one with the trash heap. The trash heap is one with you.
You are trash.
Yes. You are trash, you will always
There's
be
a
trash.
reason why it is called trash can, not trash cannot.
Trash can't?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Oh
Alright,
my.
so. Alright, Arilla, Dargo.
Confucius say.
Yes. What are you doing as you're being led before?
I turn to Gargo and say, so the general plan is groveling?
Yeah,
Is
absolutely.
it groveling?
It's totally groveling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wave awkwardly at the king and queen. Like, hey!
They kind of purse their lips and just kind of look at you, giving you a slight nod.
Do you remember us? I think we're good.
I'm going to look very chagrined.
Alright. We're just gonna say Jack is following along being a mute tonight, so. As you are led before the royals, the king and queen of the capital do look at you. So, please inform us while we wait for your friend. Again, what was your plan here tonight besides just seeing the royal gems, or the crown jewels?
To play music for the king and queen of the capital.
Well, you certainly got plenty of music in tonight.
No, then I would say we have achieved our goal here. And we've did what we set out to do.
This is true.
Yep.
There was no other nefarious reasons as to why your friend was skulking around the halls
No.
of the building.
Yeah, none that we really have. I mean, he's a free spirit, and he's allowed to do what he wants to do. Unfortunately, what he did was not for the benefit of all of us.
Clearly.
But we really have no, I mean, we have no rhyme or reason or rational explanation as to why he did what he did, but we had no knowledge of what he was going to do.
Make a deception check.
Oh shit! Really, you should have been doing this. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because you are trying to deceive them that you had no idea of what they were doing.
What's deception? To be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Alright.
Oh wait, sorry, 18. 18. Math.
Alright. They kind of look at you and nod. And they look to Arilla. And I hear you are one of royalty as well. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, yes. Yes, I am.
Don't tell my parents.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get so grounded for this. Come on, guys. I'm older than you. Don't ground me. Well, if you simply wanted to see the crowns, you only had to but ask. As going to another kingdom and having one of your party skulk around does hold some weight of threat
It
toward...
was not. It was not to threaten you.
Oh, no.
I did not plan to.
It never is.
I did not plan. I'm sorry?
It never is.
Yeah. I didn't plan to keep them. Honestly. I figured once I had the use I needed of them, I would get them back to you. But it's a little.
Wait, why are you confessing?
And
'Cause
what use was this that you needed, since apparently that story has changed?
I'm confessing because I'm a royal and I can't really lie in this instance.
Yeah, but they were believing us.
Eh,
Yeah.
diplomacy.
Yeah, but they believed that we were here just to play music.
We
I
can
don't think
hear
they
you.
No, we're whispering very quietly. This is the subtlest of whispers.
You're just saying this to them. Like, we can hear you. No, we're whispering very quietly.
Yeah, I assure you cannot hear us.
While they were like, but we clearly do.
Yeah. Jedi wave my hand. You do not hear this conversation.
All right. But I was given a vision by my ancestor, God, that I needed them to help my country.
And,
That is all I'm working off of right now.
and what is the issue with your country that so needs help? We have heard of Lothrin's current declined state, and there are a few who wish to trade for the precious metals and gems from their mines anymore, or barter for their wares. Is this the trouble that you speak of?
Is this? I feel like there's more. Is there more?
That's your call.
I mean, I thought it was falling underneath corruption, which
The broken trade agreements and the skewed deals are one of the reasons that most outside forces no longer wish to be associated with Lothring. So there are the internal corrupt issues, the power struggles and everything like that, but most outsiders of any know-how would, and obviously there is the grapevine, but most of what people know outside of the city that aren't too entrenched, so to speak, just know of its, hey, there's a lot of shady deals going on, a lot of shady merchants go around there. People try to claim stuff is that it isn't, or they try to heavily balance the scales in their favor. The quality
no,
of
you're good.
material coming out of Lothrain isn't as what it used to be when you were, or when your parents were children. So.
Well, I mean, I thought I was also underneath like some kind of other corrupting influence. Like it's not just that the people are being like. I thought there was like an underlying reason.
There is, but again, the best corruption
It's-
is the shadow corruption.
It's
One that
it's a
people don't
shadow.
Yeah.
And I haven't quite rooted out why. I just know that, hey, my gods told me there's something up, and they said these gems would help. So,
Yep. Pretty much.
all right, then to the king and queen, I will say, to be honest, I haven't found the true source of what is causing Lothrain to decline as it is. I know there are shadow influences at work, and I, as its ruler, want to guide it back to the light. And I was told that in order to do that, the first step was getting these gems.
And at this, you do actually get a raised eyebrow from the king, at the mention of you being its ruler.
At which point I will pull out my pedigree.
There's no need to show. We were just under the impression that your brother was the current ruler, as he was named king in waiting by your father.
What? What?
This is news to us as well.
Jerry.
This is... Your Highnesses, this is news to me, as I am the keeper of... Do you know of my kingdom's customs when
do.
it comes to rain?
We do.
And then I'm going to do a simple cantrip of light on my hand and be like, obviously I'm the one with the power here. What is happening?
As you do that, the king and queen of the Amber Hold kind of get a bit amused. Look like, okay, that's a simple spell that any toddler can do. But the king and queen of the cap, I really need to find... What did I name the capital? I forget. God, I just need to actually write that down. But anyway, the king and queen kind of look at you, and you can tell that the fact that you're able to cast a spell, they'd hold a bit more credence with what you said. The queen actually leans forward at this point. But we saw your brother cast a similar spell when he was here, as part of his pre-ascension, or as part of his tour of the kingdoms of the realm to make his face known. He was casting similar spells.
My brother has never been able to so much as move a mop without being able to use his hands. Yeah, he's
Make an
never
intelligence check.
had that. What?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. Nat 20. 21.
You do remember while you were being the pampered child and getting all of the best tutors, your brother was rather jealous because he wanted to be the next ruler. He does have some very powerful friends that can cast spells.
Oh no. I have to deal with a usurper plot? Damn it!
Yup!
Alright.
What a twist!
Like what?
What a twist!
What a twist! I did not expect this coming!
You're welcome.
Thank you. I guess. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Alright. I mean, Arilla is very... I imagine I knew my brother's jealousy, but never would have thought he would try to usurp me.
As with all siblings that want to well, hey, I want to be the next in line for this. There's always that one that's like, okay, hey, I want to break the status quo. So you knew he was jealous, but he always kept on the airs of, yeah, I'm jealous, but I'm still gonna be your brother. I'm still gonna, treat you as lady in waiting. So it's still that mentality.
I'm just having my world broken. I'm just finding out my brother's betraying me, possibly.
Yup.
If this is to be believed. So I'm kind of like, can I do an insight check?
Sure.
My insight's not that great, but 11? Maybe it's hopefully a low check.
Oh, they're not really trying to hide anything, and they seem honest from the best you can tell. They seem like they're genuinely confused by the fact that there's two that can cast spells, and the fact that they genuinely believed he was able to cast these spells. but they do know of your realm's lineage as well as ascension policy, to the fact that there is, only one person that is brought to rule that can cast these spells.
I don't know. Wait, my my spellcasting focus.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever brought it up in the streams, but I did bring it up to you whenever I first picked it.
Correct.
Is my royal seal.
Correct.
Like it's the royal, this is the person in line to carry the throne. And it's in the shape of the traveler's door, and it's gold and filigree.
Right. Now, do you have any personal flair to it? That is the question.
I always imagined it it has it's gold with kind of emerald leaves filigreed in it.
Okay.
And a diamond at the tip of the arch.
Okay. So, I will say it is a traveler's symbol. The traveler's symbol modified to be your own personal take on it. So it's not 100%. You would know from previous ruler that if you pick your own seal that is based off the traveler's emblem, that means that there's no set in stone sigil.
Alright.
So
this doesn't work as that's what I've been using as my seal anytime I send anything.
No, it is very well known that is your seal. It's very much, hey, this is Arilla du Levervore. But
not particularly royal, even though that's what I intended it to be.
Exactly. Well, it's still
eventually,
royal.
Because I haven't taken the throne, yeah.
Correct. It's more of, this is a temporary coat of arms, and then once you ascend to the throne, it becomes your permanent sigil. So it's kind of hey, here's my free pass for everything, but then once I become royalty, it becomes set in stone.
Got it. Okay, okay.
Does that make a little bit more sense? I'm sorry if there's...
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense, because I was wondering if it was a thing that was passed down.
If you add...
That I would... Yeah.
So.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, if it's something... If you want it to be, yeah, it's a coat of arms for you, but not your nation, essentially. Pretty much it is just that. It is your coat of arms. There is the official family one, which is sent out for other nations. But your own personal coat of arms, which represents you, that you carry with you, is as Lady-in-Waiting or Lord-in-Waiting or whoever the next in line is used to represent you until you take the throne. And also gain the royal sigil as well, as part of it.
Alright, so this is baby's first sigil.
Yep.
Got it.
I
okay.
know, confusing. Lots of steps.
Yeah. So, but the fact that I'm able to cast spells is pretty. Also, just still it's still enough of a detriment to my brother's claim.
Correct. It takes a lot of the wind from his sails. So.
And I'm just gonna be. I am just gonna be because I don't know. She's shell shocked, honestly, because her family was one of the most important things to her. It was her best friend, and her country. That was the three things that she thought she could stand on. And now she's finding out almost all of them are breaking.
Yep.
So she's not doing okay, but she's still trying to remain as dignified as she can in front of another country.
All right. Dargo, you see all this happening, by the way.
I honestly don't know what to say at this point in time. Just going with the, hey, we were just here to play music, and then Arilla's like, we're here to steal the gems. So I don't don't even know what to do.
Sorry for taking the wind out of your sails, buddy. I just do.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna pull out my lute. I'm gonna play a song from my homeland by the group. I don't know if you guys have heard them or not. Fall Out Boy. The song is "Sugar We're Going Down Swinging."
Yeah.
Okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow
Yep.
it.
Oh my god.
All right. So, Arilla, you hear this weird song from Dargo. It fits the situation rather well, surprisingly. So, all right. With that, no, chat. No. All right. So, they still look at you, and it's still that confliction of, well, if he could cast and she could cast, who is the actual ruler? And you see them kind of deliberate between themselves before the King of the Amberhold kind of clears his throat and looks at the parrot. If she was meant to be the ruler, then she certainly shows the aptitude for magic, though lacking as of now, she holds promise for future. So I think, as current situations stand, it might be better to ally yourself with her than her brother, as we have not met him and cannot ascertain his strength in the magical arts. From what we've seen, she shows promise. And he kind of just nods his head as to signify he is finished talking on this matter.
I will graciously do a half curtsy because I mean I'm not gonna full on.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely show thank you, respect. By the way, what lacking what? I didn't hear that. Judgment.
Yeah, lacking judgment, tact, refinement, or anything to that. Like, I forget what I said.
Baby ruler 101.
Yay, woo. Baby's first empire.
Yeah, baby's first democracy.
Baby's
Or
first usurpation.
diplomacy. Yep. Baby's first coup.
Yep. Baby's first regicide.
Oh
You
god.
grew up so fast. Okay, so Jacques, as you are sitting in your trash heap, you have this very cold sensation. It's a very cold, murky, slimy sensation as you just hear this deep, bubbly voice just utter one single word. Madness. He just mutters that over and over and over again. Make a wisdom saving throw. Jakku?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. What did he say? I didn't understand what he said.
Madness.
Madness?
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
As
That's a 22.
As you take your rest and listen to this voice just utter this one word over and over and over again, you feel your mind starting to slip, starting to crumble for a second as the fringes of your reality swirl into a chaotic maelstrom of thoughts, of fears, of emotions, of just chaos. But you end your rest before it can take any kind of serious hold in your mind.
Okay. So, I had a pretty crazy time there.
Just happens when you sniff the brown bags, man.
I guess. I mean, you lay in trash for 4 hours.
Something's bound to happen.
Really starts to change ya. You know?
He's a trash man. Scoobity doo boop boop.
I'm the trash man, just come out throwing trash everywhere. Alright. So, Targo, are you doing anything during all of this?
I'm just playing my song.
Okay.
I mean, I just there's really nothing I can do at this point in time. Everything's kind of all out on the table. I'm just here.
I'm gonna go look for a guard that's alone.
A city guard or a royal guard?
Either. Just guard.
Okay, they're easy enough to find, but finding one alone takes a little bit of time. I kind of have an idea what you want to do. but we're gonna hold off on that for a minute and
Okay.
let them
Oh
finish
no.
up in the throne room. So, with that, roll Arilla, since you've been talking all this, and I'll say Dargo can assist if you have proficiency in persuasion.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I got a 10 for persuasion, so man,
Sick.
It's going to
Okay.
be Arilla heading this since she was the one talking about it.
I'm
And
going to
she-
jazz hands, inspire, assist, advantage, whatever I got to do.
Okay. So, Arilla,
Luke
you
playing.
are trying to persuade the king and queen that 1, you are the lady in waiting for Lothran. 2, to hand over the jewels.
Oh God.
You do have
Wait, no. Oh wait. That's the other. Whoops.
Yeah, I was going to say, okay, Chief.
Like that doesn't seem. Yeah, no, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah. So. And you do have Dargo's Bardic Inspiration. So,
There we go. Do you want me to re-roll with
Yes.
cheat?
reroll.
Okay. And what's your inspiration, Dargo?
Plus a D8.
Okay, cool.
And no, Cash, we're not playing Freebird. That's once we get down to the desert region.
Mama told me.
Yeah,
Wait, different song.
that's once we get down here, we'll start playing Freebird. Okay,
That doesn't seem right. It didn't give me the extra.
just roll a
Yeah.
1d8. Alright, that's still pretty good for base. Oh,
Oh my God.
wow.
You had a whole D8.
You had a whole d8 and you picked the 1.
Jesus.
God.
You want some? Oh God.
Yeah, that's... Alright.
My first roll was so much better.
Yeah, it really was, and I kind of feel bad for saying to re-roll it, but...
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, it would have been a 21 with that, but now
Yeah.
it's 16.
Yeah. Alright. They look at you, and, well, your claim for Lady in Waiting does seem to hold. And from what the Lord and Lady said, we will back your claim. Though we cannot do anything publicly or openly, we will respect your claim.
That is all I ask.
As for the gems, we cannot part with those. They hold magic from pre-convergence that we cannot give up. I'm sorry.
Is there any way? I don't plan. I never plan to keep them. That was never my intent.
Should we
But
just
I am
whip these
being-
like a science project out of them? Just like look at them for a half hour.
Would you allow me a time to confer with my ancestor why I need these gems? Maybe if I have a little more insight, that I can impart on you to stress why.
We can give you a room here in the castle, but that'll be without the gems. If you can,
That is understandable.
if you
I'm
can
not.
convey to us in the morning what you find out by speaking to your ancestor, as to why you would need these gems, and to give us a better reasoning or more explanation, we may or may not be inclined to assist you.
I appreciate your tact thank you. I thank you. I'm going to do a very deep bow of respect.
They nod as
And
a sign of
thanks.
respect. Now, it has been a long evening that was meant for fun and relaxation, which has turned into a issue with neighboring countries.
Oh, we can still have fun. Night's not over.
Do they have a drink or anything near their table?
I give you my
They do
flask.
not. You're standing
damn.
in the
I was
open
gonna just-
front.
Yeah, no, if they had like a cup on their side or something, I was gonna like prestidigitation to make the taste better and be like, eh.
Nope. You get, from your time in your own capital, you know most people don't take drinks to their throne just because, one, fear of poisoning, two, it's
Yeah.
bad etiquette to drink in front of other people when they can't, and three, usually you don't sit on the throne long enough for you to need a drink. Usually you
Yeah.
have other people speaking for you, so you don't do that much talking.
I guess since the party's cleared out, yeah, that makes sense.
So,
After party.
so
Uh,
nod to the guards. If you don't mind, we would need our rest, and I'm sure the Lord and Lady would like to have a word with you. They kind of usher you out, having two guards show you to a pair of rooms on the western wing, overlooking the ocean.
I'm gonna turn to Dog and be like, oh god, how fucked do you think Jakku is right now?
Just kind of hoping he got out of the castle.
I wish there was a way we could communicate to him that it's okay and we're okay.
I can do that, actually.
What?
Actually, no, I can message, but he's probably too far out. But what I could do, maybe like a one-time thing, is dimension door out of here.
Would you be able to dimension door back?
No,
Because I don't.
no. But
Okay.
what I could do, it's, dimension door out, find Jakku, and then we come and break you out of the castle.
I don't think breaking me out is going to be a very smart idea right now.
As you're talking about this, the Lord and Lady and the two guards are standing right beside you.
Essentially, I'm like, no, stop.
It's more like
Wait. Wait, I thought we were like alone at this point in time.
No, you're being led to the rooms.
Oh,
Yeah.
You haven't got to the rooms yet, and the Lord and Lady want to have a word with you.
Let me retract what I just said. Ha ha, he, nudge, nudge.
Oh,
Joking.
ha, ha.
I'm sorry, we have a twisted sense of humor where we come from.
Clearly.
Yeah.
No. Okay. At this point, you are finally in your room, left alone with the Lord and Lady.
So, first, I'm sorry. Very sorry. Thank
Why not?
you for speaking on my behalf. And, yeah.
I'm gonna assist her as she's talking to the warden lady, blow out my pocket loot, and like when she says she's sorry, I'm just gonna say, she's so sorry! She didn't mean it! Playing in the background.
Oh my god.
I'm so tempted to cast Zone of Silence on you.
It's so good music!
Okay.
Scooter!
Alright, so, with that, alright, you are left alone in the room. They look at you and, well, it's more of a insurance, as we've already invested some time and effort into you. And despite your shortcomings, we've already hired you on as our guides, so to speak, of this realm. And
Yeah.
if you can better our knowledge, then that will be favorable for us both. Now, what is it you needed with those small trinkets? You said something about
I'm not one.
what did your
I'm
dream
not-
show you?
It showed me those trinket. DM, it's been a while since I remember that we've seen that dream, but it was like it was just showing me the gems and being like, and Trevor being like, "You need this." Wooga booga 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 booga.
You had two different adaptations to it. The first adaptation was, they both started the same way. The first one was you needed the gems, and it showed you the three gems: the blue, the green, and the white. At least, yeah, it should be those three colors. So it showed you those three gems, and it just showed you them, and it gave you the feeling that you needed to acquire them. The first adaptation of your dream was taking them to an altar in the middle of the desert. And the second one was to your city.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And this is for you to know and no one else knows, but the first dream, the first iteration, would bring sanity back to Jakku. The second instance would give you the knowledge and power to fight the corruption in your city. It's one or the other.
I only get to choose one?
Yep.
Oh no. I haven't even made that decision yet. Ah! Okay. Well.
Just keeps getting harder on you, doesn't it?
Yeah, god damn. Oh man. I'm gonna look at the Lord and Lady and again just kind of chagrin. Be like, I am faced with a decision regarding the uses of those gems. I can either save my best friend or I can gain knowledge on how to save my country.
And
But either way, I needed those 3 gems in order to get started. I figured I'd make a decision once I had the gems in hand. All I know is that I need to be able to make a decision towards saving my friend or saving my country.
well, in our honest opinion, your friend will always be, for lack of better terms, there.
I'm sorry, lack for a better term, what?
Will always be there. Now, kingdoms come and go, as ours once did, and corruption is an ever-present thing. You root out one nest and another just takes its place. There is no end to corruption nor greed in the human heart nor mind. So,
Well, I'm learning it's in my family when I didn't expect it.
jealousy is always, or I should say envy, is always one of those catalysts to bring on greed and corruption. Now, corruption and greed are also perspective. What you are seeing may be greedy and corrupt in the eyes of another. So, what you are doing for either case may hurt more than help. I think that is a case you need to take upon yourself through further meditation. It seems you have a decent guide for it. In our case, we destroyed our capital to save ourselves.
I understand. I do need some time to think on it.
She needs some time to think.
Thank you, Dago.
You're welcome.
Now, if you don't mind, it has been a long night. We will retire to our room, and we will see you bright and early in the morning.
Just one more thing. I know I'm pushing my luck today.
You really are.
Yeah.
She doesn't mean it.
I'm gonna like subtly step on Dargo's foot.
That really hurt.
Okay. We need to go get Jakku, and I feel like getting him might be more productive than the gods getting him.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there.
We will have to discuss that, as I think you are confined to the castle for the night. So,
Yeah.
going out to recover your friend may be a bit of an issue, but I'm sure the castle guard here can handle one caster.
Yeah.
Cut to Jakku.
So, wait a minute.
I'm just one caster.
So, are we detained still?
Not detained, it's just you're not allowed to leave the castle under suspicion.
Why? But you gave us the go-ahead, though.
Did I?
Yes.
No.
Stop.
I'm definitely not allowed to leave.
Well, our influence can only reach so far. Getting caught will not lend us our ability to speak on your behalf once more. Now,
Yeah.
good night. And they leave the room. Jakku,
Yes.
what were you planning to do with that one poor guard you found alone?
Well, I'm gonna try and lead him somewhere real private.
Okay, you can do so. Just make a persuasion check or a deception check.
I'm gonna go with probably deception. I'm gonna be like, there's something real cool here. You gotta check it out. There's a guy who's just getting stabbed like a lot.
Hey man, come watch
Gotta
this
come
murder.
see it. Well, he's
Oh,
a cop. He
God.
has to go check it out if there's a guy getting stabbed.
Well,
a
it,
lot.
it it depends. Are they trying to burn down his home? They throwing riots in the street?
That's a
Oh, no.
26. So it's like, there's a guy in this alley getting murdered. You gotta come see this.
He
Oh my God.
Bring your
bolts.
camera.
Do you shout World Star as he runs down the alleyway?
Yes.
Yeah, I like run like right behind him, like fist pumping, like, yeah, World Star!
And then it turns to live leaks.
Yeah.
No, okay, so
Oh,
he runs
no
down.
one likes when it becomes live leak.
Yeah.
That's when things get out of hand.
You easily persuade him to run down this alleyway, and he is bright-eyed to do his civic duty as he just tears off down this alleyway, ready to help someone he thinks is getting stabbed.
I can
Alright.
practically hear the Dudley Do-Right theme.
Yep. So,
So I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder, like, as he faces down this empty alley. And I'm just gonna be like, just think of the rabbits. I'm gonna Eldritch blast him in the back of the head.
You're the guy getting stabbed.
rabbits? Okay, I'm gonna say...
The Mice and Men. It's a great story. You should read it. But you won't.
Yes.
I love
I mean, you
reading.
will.
I
You'll
just
read
started
this
that book.
You're gonna love it. Just think of the rabbits, Lenny.
I'm
Alright,
gonna say,
let me
since he
cast this.
honestly was not expecting that, I hate doing this. Roll with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, that poor guard.
Let me just copy this because I don't want to do it twice. Okay, so the first one's going to be a 14 plus 1, 15 to hit, and that's going to be 9 points of damage.
Okay, roll your second.
And that one is going to be a 16 to hit with 10 points of damage.
Oh, no.
Where were you aiming?
I had, like, my hand, like, my staff basically was at the base of his skull. Like, the gem was just touching where your spine becomes skull.
Okay, so with this, he gets that brief second to look back at you as the gem at the end of the staff flares in that deep blue before you can see this. He obviously can't. As almost tendrils of Eldritch energy reach out and grasp towards the guard as the first bolt takes him through the base of the skull. The second one severs his head clean off in just a shower of brain matter and skull bits.
Pop goes the weasel.
Yep.
Can I, like, try and catch the head by the helmet, but just hold the helmet, the head fall out?
The
I'm
head's
sorry.
it's stew right now. So you can catch the helmet if you want. That'll be a dex check. But the head is
Yep.
soup right now.
Okay.
You just gibbed his head, dude.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about this later, guys. This is one we just forget about, okay?
Well, you talking to yourself? I mean, none of us.
Yeah, you're just talking to
Yeah.
yourself right now. Hey guys,
Okay.
I know you're not here, but we're not talking about this later, okay?
I mean, IRL. We're not talking about this.
Oh yeah, no.
Dark.
This is
Okay, you
Alright, that's
fumble
a
with the
13.
helmet a little bit, but you are able to catch it before it hits the ground. But the body, on the other hand, just clatters to the pavers
Okay.
with that
I'm going
sick meat.
to. What kind of armor is he wearing?
Studded leather.
Oh my
He's
god.
not your.
Okay. I I'm going to prestidigitate all of it to get all of the Blecky human out,
Okay.
and then I am going to put on this guard's armor.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's a little big on you, just because he's a little bit more built, but you are able to just put some clothing in certain areas, just kind of pat it out, so it looks like it fits you properly. You are able to wear the guard's armor.
Wonderful.
Okay.
I succeeded, but at what cost? Actually, for Jakku, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm just imagining you there. Ho ho ho.
Oh ho 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 ho!
Croissant. Alright.
Alright, and I'm gonna make my way toward the gate to get closer toward the castle again.
Okay. You can do so. I'm gonna say you go to a different gate this time than the one you first went through. Sure. You do see the guards there are a little bit more lax in their demeanor, as it is a little closer. Like, the city is still busy, but through the gates, there's a marketable decrease between foot traffic. So they aren't really as alert, but as they see you approach, they do kind of right themselves and just kind of hold you at a distance. What is your purpose?
Oh, I was just out here grabbing some things. I'm just heading back to my house. Change of the guard, you know.
What is a city guard trying to do getting to the upper rings?
Look, I saved up. I bought a place. I worked hard, okay? I earned this. Please, just let me go home. And also, I'm saying this in a guard's voice, one that I have heard before, because I have the actor feat and I can mimic their sounds. So I don't sound like me. There's no crazy French accent. It's just a guard.
Okay, I'm gonna say roll deception, because they kind of know how much a guard makes on his yearly salary. Yeah, hourly salary.
Okay. I get advantage on that from actor as well.
You don't know his salary. Well, I mean, you do, but you don't know if he's got a rich uncle in Nigeria.
Holy
Nat 20.
rip!
Oh my god!
Yay.
I'm not even gonna roll against that. Holy. Alright.
Just let me go home, man.
Fine. Here. They open the gate for you. Just be quick about it. Don't cause any. You know the area. Just go.
So I walk by and I'm like, think us city guards spend all our money on fucking booze. Fucking dick.
God!
Alright. So you were able to get through the gate.
I'm in.
Yeah, you're in. And
How many more gates to go through?
I'm gonna say one more before you're close enough to use the mention door at the maximum range to get back to where you were.
Okay.
Okay. So you go up to the next gate, which this one's a little bit more hoity-toity and very much more for the upper class, the 1%ers, or whatever you want to call them, royalty. So as you go up to the gate again, you actually see royal guards standing there this time, and they halt you. Stop. State your business.
Hello again.
My cousin is in there, and he's dying. He's very badly injured, and I was summoned to come and exchange last words with him and help him go peacefully. It is his last request that I come and be in with him. I am sorry to intrude upon you like this, but I really must see him. I'm sure you understand.
I'm going to say for this one, make a straight deception check.
Oh my
Not
god.
an advantage.
My cousin's in there.
It would be a disadvantage if you didn't have advantage.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to convince them someone with a very bad medical condition is in the castle. Jesus
Are you
Christ!
I melt their hearts, don't I?
This is the poppiest of poppy eyes.
Not as bad as the
Please,
first
sir.
guard. Not as bad as the first group. He rolled a 24. So, alright. Fine, just... If you can, get him out of there and take him to the medical
Oh.
ward.
I understand. And I'm just gonna walk by, like, doing big fake alligator tears. And, like,
Which-
heaving and shit.
Some reason they believe.
They're like, that poor man.
You can't even
No, they're not
cry
even
right.
like.
He's an ugly crier.
Oh my god, they're not even like that poor man because they were just like, oh, fine, just carry him to the morgue. Like, not even hoping for his fake cousin's survival.
Just carry on.
Carry on my wayward son. Alright, so,
Get your dying cousin out of here.
yes, take him to the hospital in the lower districts. Now, go. They open the gate for you and let you in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I'm in.
Wow, this was so much easier.
D&D is such an easy game sometimes.
You just have to min-max your stats, that's all.
It just goes a lot better when I don't make a plan, and I'm just like, cause like I'll plan for a whole sesh, it won't work. But I'll just be like, my cousin's in there, and it works.
Just free ball it.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so you are within 500 feet to teleport, if you so choose, to use the mentioned door back into the castle.
Okay, I am going to try and sending them. Sending's the cantrip one, right?
With a maximum range of 100 feet, which I'm going to say you are outside of.
Aw, alright. I'm heading further in.
Okay.
Going deeper.
Dun 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 dun.
Yes.
Normal guard, man.
Yep.
Just trying to find my cousin.
I'm just imagining the one episode of King of the Hill where Dale breaks into the military base and he changes his uniforms like 5 times back and forth between the two. That's what you're
Yep.
doing right now.
So actually, now that you mentioned that, because I was actually thinking, if you've ever seen Rat Race,
Yeah.
the scene where the bus driver ends up in this guy ends up in the middle of a desert and he spots a bus driver and he convinces him to give him his outfit. That's what I'm going to try next.
Oh god. Alright.
So I'm going to look for a bathroom
What?
or some other like private room like that.
A broom closet.
Nah, a bathroom's best. A bathroom's best.
Alright, that's fair.
Maybe a phone booth so you can
Oh,
Superman
yes.
it?
Diddly-diddly-doo. Okay, so you are able to find a bathroom.
Okay. Now I'm going to wait on the inside of the bathroom by the door until I hear someone come by.
Okay. It takes a while as it is later in the evening and there are not many people using the restrooms. So. But
Okay.
you
But
do,
Jacques is patient.
you do eventually hear a group come by.
A group.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump out. Be like, oh my god, please, are any of you a doctor?
Oh my god.
No? If you're looking for... What's a doctor?
a mender, a healer, anything, please.
If you're
My friend, he's dying in there. It's disgusting. He's all over the walls. I need a bandage or something, please. A scrap of your clothes. I beg you.
what?
I beg you. Please, just help me. I will repay you.
Please just give me your clothes
I will
so
work my
I
entire
can
life to
save
repay
my
you.
cousin.
Please, just something.
Roll
so I can Stop
deception.
the bleeding.
Roll deception.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
These series of events just get more and more absurd.
They do.
Mhm.
They really, really do.
A
Jeez.
17. My
He just comes out
lowest.
of nowhere like, hey, give me your clothes.
Wait, don't you have advantage because
yeah,
actor
active
feet?
feet.
Oh, okay.
When the
You're
DM
just
reminds
lying
you,
to
you
some
have
rules
advantage.
now.
I forgot how to
Here.
write commands.
We go.
He's just lying to some rules.
Holy
Oh my
Nat
god!
20.
This just wow. Wow.
How'd you break back in? I walked.
I came through the front door? Question mark. Oh crap.
Isn't that how you guys got in here? I mean,
Wait, how do you spell? Crap. Alright. So, I don't even know how to act on this one.
We stumped the DM. Well, John.
Congratulations!
Well, Jakku did.
By the
Good
way,
job.
Arilla
My
and
bad.
Jock, you both have inspiration.
Sick.
Jock's feeling the madness tonight, I guess.
Yeah,
It's just
clearly.
insanity raids.
So, insanity versus complete diplomacy and deep honesty.
mhm.
Jack's coming back like, I'm busting him out. While you guys are negotiating.
Yeah, you guys are sitting there
gotta find
peacefully drinking tea, eating cake, and there's just Jacques kicking down the front door. Where are they?
Where's Rachel?
Yes. So, you
Yeah,
convinced.
I've only killed one person.
Yes.
So far.
Oh, by the way, someone proposed 2 different events for that. Keep the helmet and head as a friend like Wilson from Castaway. Befriend the guard and drag him around the rest of the trip. So, one of those happened, kind of.
I'll take the Wilson helmet.
Yeah, we'll do Wilson helmet. So,
After this, I'll keep it.
Wilmet. Call him Wilmet. Or Wilmet.
We're
So-
selling.
Yes. So, you are able to convince one of the poor not maids, butlers, to give you his clothes down to his underwear, so he's just running around in his briefs.
This must be a common thing in this castle. I mean, do people just not need clothes like on a regular
Here's the
basis?
If you throw a ridiculous enough situation at someone and you make it real enough, they don't know how to react. So then it's just whatever you tell them to do, they do it.
Clearly.
Like, quick, I need your clothes. There's a bear riding a unicycle.
Yeah, it's like, I need your pants, give me your pants. All right, your shirt, okay.
Oh my god,
Good,
take
we're
it.
good. All right, pat on the back, goodbye.
Okay, Arilla, that is a little too real. Alright, so,
Sad but true.
wait, can I do this? Alright, so,
World.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, not wrong.
so, with that,
Campaign image.
Yes.
Right there.
that is,
Yup.
I'm gonna have to make that a title slide for the stream. Just, guys, I fucked up. I'll do that after. I'll do that later tonight, actually. So, Jakku, you are dressed up as a butler of the castle now.
Wonderful. I immediately take on this persona. My posture straightens up, my nose is upturned.
Okay.
Pinky's out.
So, you do so. What are you doing as you walk
I'm
through the
going
front-
toward the throne room.
Oh, God. Okay. You can do so. There are 2 guards at the doors, but they see you as a butler. Well, aren't you a little late for cleaning up?
sir. I'm speaking in a French accent again now.
Okay.
Now that it's appropriate.
Yes.
I'm just going, excuse me, sirs.
No.
What can we
They
help?
require service.
What do you need help with this time? Don't tell us you broke something again.
Oh no, I'm just on my way to serve the king and queen.
They're in their chambers for the night. They should have already gotten there.
Oh, yes, my mistake. And I was asked to check on some prisoners. Do you know where they are? I'm supposed to bring them their gruel.
Well, if you mean the 3 individuals that were detained and questioned from earlier, and actually, make a charisma check.
Just straight charisma?
Straight charisma.
You sure? You
Yup.
sure you don't want me to roll deception?
Oh, it's you don't know that they're. Well, actually, wait. You don't know that they're not prisoners. So yeah, deception. Jesus
Oh.
Christ!
Ew.
My God.
Okay, it's my night for bad rolls. I rolled a nat 1 on that. So okay.
It's not
Fantastic.
even that I min-maxed. It's a charisma-based caster, and I just took proficiency in deception.
Okay. So you know what? They look at you. It's like, well, there's no prisoners that would need gruel, but there are the 3 individuals that are being held for the night. And they're in a room on the west wing, and they tell you which room they're in. And sorry.
Wonderful. Thank you.
No.
Sorry for the disturbance, and I will head toward the west wing.
Alright, you are easily able to find the room containing Dargo, Arilla, and Jack. You all hear a knock at the door as Dargo and Arilla are speaking.
And I'm gonna go up to the door. I just don't know how we're gonna find him in this city. It's huge. Open the door.
I'm gonna, like, just peek in and be like, you rang?
I can practically hear the canned laughter.
Yep. Yep. There's cat
The
laugh.
Unpredictables will be right back after these messages.
Do.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, and guys, tonight we're very excited to say that we are not sponsored by Dwarven Forge.
Woo!
Or Firewater.
Alright.
Thank you for nothing, Dwarven Forge.
Alright, so.
Who's Dwarven Forge?
Exactly. They do a
Oh,
lot.
they make, like, cookies, cupcakes,
Oh my God.
various cat accessories.
Goodbye, chances of ever being sponsored by Dwarven Forge.
Yep.
Yeah, they make
We
crotch
never had
poppers.
a chance anyway.
Crotch poppers. They make those.
Anyway, Jakku.
Coochie crouchers.
Oh my God. How did you get back in the... How...
Just don't even bother asking. This is Jakku we're talking about.
I know.
I'm far more powerful than you can imagine.
It's I don't know. Let's not get crazy here, but I mean, things happen.
A vampire has his tricks.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna give him a pat. Like, okay, buddy. Yeah, we'll go with that.
So you have been-
So, I'm here. We getting you guys out of here? Like, what are we doing?
Well,
no,
Arilla,
well-
she like spilled the beans in now, so
Oh yeah, and you kicked me.
I did not mean
You
to kick
kicked me.
you.
You kicked me.
I did not
You kicked
mean
me.
to kick you. I did not.
All right, keep it down. Someone might like come and see me yelling, "You kicked me" at the door, and that'll blow this whole thing
well, come in the room.
way open.
Come in the room.
Come
Oh.
on in.
It locks.
Well, don't lock it.
No, it does it on its own. I'm not coming in the room. Because then we have to explain why there's a butler in the room, and that's not going to work.
You are doing
Then-
butler things.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'm going to give you guys like 10 minutes, and then I'll come back, and let me know if you got something.
Wait,
Like-
no. Okay.
Yep.
What?
I'm taking a lap. I'm taking a lap around the wing. When I get back, let me know if you've got something. Or if we're going to keep misbehaving like this.
When?
Huh?
Yep. I'm out.
What?
I'm out.
How?
No.
I'm going to start walking down the hall.
Ah!
I'm out.
Why?
I'm out. You going to take a lap around the wing?
You should have kicked him harder earlier.
I know, but then he would have lost form.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So,
Uh,
Jakku, you take a lap.
Yep.
God.
Is Arilla and Darga doing anything while Jakku takes a lap?
So, are you trying to be on good terms with the king? Well, we should probably be on good terms with the king and queen, huh?
Yes, we need to be on good terms with the king and queen.
So we
Especially
should
apparently, yeah,
you should probably tell Jakku what's going on,
yeah. If you
So,
would
like-
stay still for a minute.
so we don't like kill anybody else and further dig the hole that we found ourselves in.
Yes, like, it's going to be like I have to figure. I have to get into a headspace where I can talk to a god, and having Jakku roaming around doesn't really help with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So, once he makes his lap back, I say we grab him, pull him in. Door locks on the outside. Well, make sure he doesn't fall asleep, I guess, because that's when his powers come back online. And I can't
Oh,
I can't
my powers
imagine.
are back. I slept in trash. You
No,
don't know that, but
We don't know that.
We have a fully operational
Here's-
Jakku.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull out my flask of mushroom juice and give it a jiggle. When he comes back in, we'll grab him and tie him, and then I'll force feed him some juice.
Don't force feed him all the juice because I need to drink some of the juice. I think
It's a bottomless flask.
that's it. Oh, of mushroom juice?
Yes.
You just realized this?
Yeah, Arilla hasn't known this entire time.
I have two bottomless flasks. One is with mushroom juice, and the other one is with the citrus spirits for that we stole from the shipyard.
Yeah, but Arilla's just like, well, all right then. I only stole like 10 mushrooms, man.
Yeah, I purchased one shot and poured it into my flask, and now I have it forever.
That's a pretty handy flask.
Yep. Worth it. Worth every penny.
So, I mean this in like the coolest way possible, but would you help me overthrow my brother? If it
Yeah.
comes down to that?
It sounds fun.
Okay. Jack seems a little tired and kind of shell-shocked, so we'll ask him later.
Yeah, he's tuckered out. He's had a rough day. He played that triangle so well. I mean, he just
Such a good job.
wow.
Such
Yeah.
a good
I was
job.
trying to figure out the vampire magic that just happened. As the only person who believes that I'm a vampire,
Yeah, we'll go with that.
aside from me.
He's trying to figure out how Jakku did what he did and was able to get away with it.
Yeah, you know, a child leech for Jakku would be a great idea. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, that bastard can just slip out of it with Dimension Door.
sorry. What?
Sorry, I just read a thing on the chat.
Yeah.
Mr. Cash said, I should get a child leash for Jakku.
That's probably a great idea. Like maybe some bells.
Yeah, but then he'll just Dimension Door out of him.
I'll cast hold person.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
like tying me down before.
Yeah, and that it clearly didn't work.
It went really well for me. You guys should do it.
Anyway,
keep thinking that I can't do anything if you tie me up, please.
all right. Well, I guess we're gonna wait for Jakku to make his roundabout.
Okay. And he does come back after. It doesn't take too long. But he does.
You only said 10 minutes, so man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a quick lap.
So.
All right. How strong are you? Just before we get started here.
I have the strength of whole person.
All right, then that'll hopefully work.
Let's see. Shit, it's not gonna work. It's a wisdom saving throw.
He's not particularly wise. Don't worry about it.
Charisma caster.
I mean, I could just polymorph him into something.
Yeah, I could polymorph him into something.
Yeah,
I could polymorph him into something.
you could.
I could polymorph him into something.
Can Jack polymorph him into something?
No.
Oh,
Jack just sits and rocks in the corner.
Suck it, Ranger.
Yeah. I mean, if you think it'll work, I mean, yeah, I could cast hold person. I mean, if not, I do have some rope.
Yeah,
I could just
hold person, then some rope, and then I don't know. Do we have anything to like tie to his feet?
rope.
More rope. Okay. Well, let's put it. Let's make sure the chair. Let's choose the chair, the cushiest chair, so at least it's comfortable. Maybe he'll be less likely to squiggle out.
I mean,
of
at the extent of being unoriginal, is there a bed in here?
No. Well, actually, yeah. This is a room for sleeping.
So we could tie him to said bed like we did before. I mean, it worked once.
Yeah,
Did
it
it,
worked
though?
once. It worked
Yeah.
once.
Did it? I remember distinctly that somehow he got out.
Yeah, but we don't need to hold him for like, a whole night. Just
Yeah,
a
that's
couple
true.
hours.
That's true. Because we
to
just need
talk
we
some
just
sense
need
into him.
to just talk some sense into him. All right. We'll see how it goes. If
Yeah.
if a hold person doesn't work, I will cast polymorph, and we'll tie him to the bed as whatever form I choose, and then go from there.
Could we, before we get carried away though, could we just like, as soon as the door opens up, we each grab an arm and try to get him in?
Yes, let's do
Okay.
that.
All right.
All right. So
And then while we're touching him, go do the
Is this
polymorph
a
whole
door with a
person.
window on it? Because that's what I was envisioning.
no, it's a solid door.
Okay.
For privacy, so people just don't and looking on you as you're sleeping or doing whatever you do in bedrooms.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna come back.
All right. You come back to the door. We'll say you knock.
Grab his arms.
Yep,
Grab him.
do it,
I'm grabbing
do
his
it.
arms.
Yep.
Grabbing his
arms.
arms.
We're yanking.
Okay. So who wants to head up the grapple check against Jakku?
I mean, I
I have an 8 strength.
have a 10
Holy
strength.
crap.
If I would,
Oh, I thought you said modifier.
Arilla is jacked.
It's,
Yes.
strength athletics or dex acrobatics to escape, right?
oh wait, I might be able to grapple him using a
It's
Oh
strength
no!
to grab someone.
Yep.
All right, should I try since I'm grabbing one arm?
You can roll
I figured
separately.
it
Yeah.
was like-
I
Then-
hope it's better than a 2.
Jakku. I need
Yes.
a strength athletics or dex acrobatics.
I'm waiting for Arilla's dealy.
Okay.
I want to see what she gets first.
Woo!
Kevin!
Wow.
14!
Okay, so as Dargo and Arilla both lunge at you, you, with all the grace of your 20 minutes of being a butler, are able to deftly sidestep them. And you're
Wait,
standing.
are we behind him now?
I'm gonna say he stepped backwards away from your reaching hands.
Okay, so he's still outside of. We're still in front of him in the room.
Correct.
I'm gonna
gotta close
cast.
the door again.
No, I am
You already
keeping.
had
No,
your movement. You had your action. It's my turn.
Yep, it would be Jakku's turn.
Yep.
I gotta close the fucking door again.
Okay, you close the door. The door is closed.
I swear, there's toddlers easier to wrangle.
All right, so next time when he comes back, Here's what we'll do.
All right.
Wait,
Check
should you
straight-
take another 10-minute walk?
I'm gonna go find the butler's quarters and take a nap.
Okay, you can do so. Roll an investigation check. I'm gonna say Roland and Dargo are standing there waiting and waiting.
Just hands at the ready.
Yup.
Before I go take my nap, though, well, we'll do this first to see if I can find it. That's a nat 20.
Jesus.
What is going on?
Get rid of your loaded digital dice.
Yeah. Whatever plugin you're using, let me know. I can download it.
I hacked the bot. Okay.
Just use
So-
magic to de-age Jack. No. There's
Before I take my nap, though, I'm gonna do clairvoyance on their room since I've seen the inside of it, and
Okay.
just put up a little security camera in the corner so I can see what they're up to.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You can easily do so.
Well, I tried to help you twice now.
No, you didn't.
Thought about it the first time.
That doesn't count.
You tried to pull me in.
Well, yeah, we're trying to have a conversation with you.
You can talk from the other side of the door.
Doesn't work like that.
Can this all be sending between us, actually?
You know what? Sure.
Like we're
I'll
just
allow it.
messaging
You
each
guys can
other.
be sexting again.
I mean, because I could cast Messenger, but I mean, I have to
Yeah,
point at you.
and well, no, but you can point through walls and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're familiar with the person,
Yeah.
it works better.
All right.
Yeah,
Then I'm
we
gonna.
know each other. We don't have to point.
All right. So
We're
wait.
just
Yeah.
texting, basically.
If he's within 120 feet, Arilla, what do you want me to tell Shaku? I'm gonna slide in his DM real quick.
We're not arrested. We're just being held for the night while I try to figure out how to get the gems diplomatically.
All right. So I'm gonna relay this to Shaku. Shaku. We
Why
are not.
did you try to? Oh, you go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say diplomatically is a funny way to say fireball.
Oh wait.
Oh god.
25 words
No, I don't have a limit.
for message cantrip. Really?
Yeah, dude, you definitely probably have a limit.
Yeah, the
Unless
cantrip
there's some
has
kind of
has a
feat.
limit.
No.
Yeah, you point your finger towards a creature within range
Yeah,
and whisper a
no
message
limit.
to the target, and only the target can hear the message, and
Just
and
sending.
can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast a spell through solid objects that you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. Wait. Yeah, you
Okay.
can cast a spell through if you're familiar with the object and know it's beyond the barrier. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, feat sheet, etc., etc., etc. The spell doesn't have to
I
follow
must
a
be
straight
thinking
line.
ascending.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're thinking sending.
Message is I could say as much as I want.
As long as they're on the same plane of existence, so they should.
Yep, and within 120 feet. So I am going to tell Jakku that we are, first of all, nice sidestep. Secondly, you kind of smell like garbage a little bit. You might want to take a bath. Thirdly, we aren't arrested. We are in holding. We maybe talked our way out, didn't talk our way out. We're not getting killed yet, so life isn't terrible. We are going to try to diplomatically borrow, steal, acquire said stones. So, people might be looking for you. You might want to lay low. Don't kill anybody. Send.
I'm gonna send back or message back. First, thank you. Don't try that again. Second, I have already killed someone. That was pretty much my first move. If you guys are gonna stay there and talk to them, I mean, do you want to leave? We can just go. It's actually really easy to walk in and out of this castle. Or what are we doing? And don't try to pull me into the room again. Kind of a dick move.
Well, alright, we'll wait for you to send it.
You cut out.
So I was just gonna wait for you to send that message.
Oh, yeah, sent.
Word, LOL.
LMFAO.
Yep. Rafflecopter. Yeah, no, we can't leave for now. So, I mean, ideally, we will be able to walk out of the front castle, like just walk out of the castle. I mean, how did you get in here in the first place?
I walked. I told you.
Where did you get a butler uniform?
I convinced a butler to give me his uniform.
Okay, I'll say this. Hey, pause. If you're using the message, you have to say the full message before you can reply to it.
Okay.
So, it's not straight walkie-talkies. It's you say everything. Wait for
Okay,
the
but can
reply.
we just say whenever we're done?
Yes.
Okay. I convinced a butler to give me his uniform, and I convinced all the guards to let me through. It was surprisingly easy.
Over. So you convinced a guard to give you his clothes. Over.
I love this because I'm getting half the conversation.
Yeah, you're just sitting there listening to, like, what? What?
I'm only hearing that he somehow convinced a butler to give him his clothes and that he just walked right through. That's all I'm hearing.
Don't worry, Dargo. The trash has made me more powerful than I could have possibly imagined. I can do things that sound absolutely ridiculous now. I am becoming madness, my friend. Good things are coming. Send.
I mean, what? How long did you spend in the trash? What kind of madness are you talking about? I mean,
Why was he in the
what
trash?
do you mean? Over.
It was just like 4 hours, 4 hours, but I did a lot of meditating in there, and I became the trash, and the trash became me. And you know what? From that point on, anything that I've conceived of, I've been able to do it. I'm the trash man now. Over.
Is that what you want to be called? I mean, I could call you the trash man.
What?
Over.
Occasionally, but like not too often. Anyway, so you guys don't want to leave? You just want to stay there? I should just go?
Well, I
Sounds
mean,
like I should just go. Over.
we kind of have to stay here. We can't just leave because we kind of got ourselves in a bind because the king and queen know we're here, and if we leave, we will lose the king and queen's good graces. I mean, we
Which-
can leave, but if we do, we're just screwing ourselves. Over.
Tell him we are able to leave first thing in the morning, scot-free.
We could leave first thing in the morning with a bottle of scotch. Over.
I
Okay,
think that'll work.
then you know
Whatever.
what? I'll just let you guys spend the night in the drunk tank.
Oh
And
my!
when you get
I
out,
don't hear this.
just give me a ring, okay? Be safe, you know. Make friends, not enemies. Take care of yourselves, and have a good night. And I'm gonna just start making my way back out of the castle in my butler uniform.
Oh my god! What did he say?
He said that.
Is he coming back?
No, he's leaving the castle
Why?
because we don't need him. We're getting out in the morning, and if people are looking for him, it's probably for the best that he doesn't stay in here. He went on about something about being the trash man. He may have. I don't know what he did in 4 hours in the garbage, but he's tripping on something.
On trash.
On trash, he is the trash man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's probably just for that. Honestly, at this point, it's best if he probably just isn't here right now.
I'm just gonna, like, sit down, then splay out on the ground, arms and legs akimbo, and
That
just
sounds about right, Cash.
heave the biggest possible sigh.
So
Can you just pour some mushroom juice in my mouth and we can get this night going, I guess.
Yep. 4 drinks,
All right.
and then going off to Never Never Land.
All right. I'll say you both drink enough that you both get sufficiently loopy on the liquid on summer stew. Arilla, did you do so from the comfort of the bed provided, or do you sleep on the floor?
I am on the floor.
All right. It takes a while for you to get into your hallucinogenic trance. Before, it seemed to be much quicker, but this time it's almost as if there's something interfering with the chemical effects. But around a little after midnight, you see a green cloak just sitting at the foot of your bed, as Dargo is sound asleep in his. And
I'm going. Yep.
sorry, the
No, go ahead.
hooded face, just empty and a black void, just kind of turns toward you. So you can just see the faint chin, mouth, and nose of the figure there. How can I help you?
I know I'm trying to do the diplomacy route because trying to get the gems failed. I don't know. I know I need to take them either into my town or take them to an altar,
That is correct.
but I don't know why.
Well,
Like,
the gems hold power. They hold essences of beings from before the calamity, or the convergence. They are very powerful arcane focuses and summoning apparatus. To use them at either location that I have given you knowledge thereof would shatter and release their energy onto the ritual.
so they would be destroyed?
They would.
Oh, God damn it.
Now, releasing this knowledge may have some side effects by, well, let's just say, imbuing some residual knowledge to those around. Sometimes that can be good, or sometimes that can be bad. And from what I've seen with this current generation, it appears that most who hold the stones near and dear to them tend to get knowledge slowly leaked into their minds, and from your friend, this might counteract his current mental invasion.
Yeah. Okay. So it would bring Navia back.
In a sense, but can he truly ever come back from that abyss?
I don't know if he can truly come back as whole, but I can't not try.
So you are forsaking your capital for your friend.
I don't. I figured once I have the gems in hand, I'll be able to make a decision better, but my brother,
Figure just nods.
he watched over me. He's older than me.
Age does not really pay much mind to jealousy and envy.
I guess I would have never seen him doing this.
Well, some of the best con artists never let their victims know.
Fair.
I
Would
will
the gems reveal how he's playing charlatan at magic?
I think you know the answer to that as well as I. And I'll leave that
Yeah.
for you to resolve at a later date. But
So, that's a decision. Any advice on how to convince this king and queen to let me have the gems, knowing it
If you could replace them with something of equal or greater value, they may be amicable to a trade.
Alright, that's a fair point. Alright, so possible trade. Which means another quest.
Well, isn't life but one long,
Yeah.
interesting quest?
Indeed, it is. It is also a life well traveled.
True
Heh.
words. Now, for something of equal value, I believe you had a friend who was carrying a gifted item of the gods, if I remember correctly.
I'm sorry, a gifted item of the gods? What about my friend?
One of your prior companions held an item blessed by one of the gods, if I remember.
I think you might be right. I'm trying to remember
Walter.
what. Yeah, it's Walter, but I'm trying to remember the item.
He had the tube that sucks the souls out of people.
Ah,
Yep.
yeah.
The soul vassal blessed by Nerul.
The soul shot vac.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soul Sucker 9000.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge gems for soul sucking. Even trade, I guess.
Well, power begets power. And
Indeed.
But wait, there's more.
holding something gifted by the domain of death may give sway and certain favor to a god who controls death. And
Yeah.
as all mortals fear, death is one great inevitability.
Where did Walter go? Did he
He stayed
go
back
beyond
at
the wall?
Aaron's Wharf.
He what?
He stayed back at Aaron's Wharf. If sacrificing a small child for the next 5 minutes, shipping is free. Yep.
Oh really? Oh god, I gotta get on that deal. Oh man, does that mean if I call in the next 2 minutes, I get double soul suckers?
Yep.
Oh boy.
But you need to sacrifice a small orphanage.
Woo!
So.
Where do I sign up?
Well, funny you should ask. Alright. So, getting the item from your previous companion, though he is on a quest, the item itself does not hold much significance as it currently is. Once it is full at capacity, it becomes much more valuable because the god of death will be looking for those souls to empower himself. And we can't have the scales being tipped too far one way. Now can we?
You're absolutely right.
He just nods again. You can see the faintest of smiles crossing his lips. Now, I think you know the path you must tread.
Yep.
I wish you luck.
Well, thank you.
He just
And I probably just hit the floor.
Yep. You're out cold.
Going down.
Yep. That is actually where we'll stop it for tonight. So that way we can bring Jack in on everything for next week. And we will pick up next week there with the morning meeting of the King and Queen, and you relaying to the capital King and Queen what you need the gems for, or what you will do to convince them thereof.